Racing for another bailout. Senate Democrats set to unveil a $51 billion bill next week to refinance student loans, funded by, get this, tax hikes. But Gary B., you say it's not taxpayers' responsibility.
Exactly, Brenna. This irritates me, and here's the rub. I may end up being a beneficiary from this. My youngest daughter and I just took out a student loan for her to go to graduate school. The papers are very clear what you have to pay, when you have to pay, how much. I fully accept that as our responsibility. I hope she ends up paying it, but if she needs a backstop, I'm there. I didn't sign up for the American taxpayer to subsidize it, and I'll tell you what. If I was anyone else on this panel and my daughter graduated with a master's, I'd be infuriated that I had to pay more taxes for her enrichment. That is just craziness. When you take out a loan of any loan, a homeowner's loan, a car loan, you're obligated to pay it back, not put it on everyone else's shoulders.
Well, John, basically what this does is it figures out a way to tax something, and that's the solution to the problem. But it doesn't really fix the problem, does it?
It doesn't fix this problem at all. It's like giving a person with a brain tumor an aspirin for their headache. It's about as silly as Chuck's chicken dip and snuff. Chuck, I'm kidding. I love you, Chuck. You're a good man.
You're a Texan, John. You know that kind of talk.
I've seen chickens dip stuff, by the way. So I had a friend on one. Never mind. Look, this is about fixing a symptom and not fixing the problem. The problem here is college and student loans. The problem here is not just fixing the people who either made a mistake or a victim of predatory lending by taking from the rich and bailing them out. We need to fix the system. The system is broke.
But, Chuck, I bet you'll say that we bailed out banks, we bailed out auto companies. Why can't we bail out students who are just trying to get an education?
You've been reading my talking points, haven't you? That ain't fair. Now, look, if we can bail out everybody else, and let's think about these young people. Think about somebody's daughter, somebody's kids out trying to go to school, right? We're not talking about the kids who aren't going to school. We're not talking about children who have decided they're just going to give up. They're going to sit on their daddy's couch. They're going to eat Cheetos and smoke dope. We're talking about people who are trying to better themselves. We're talking about kids who are paying 10% interest, trying to get that refinance down to doing 3.9% interest. I think if we do anything as a country, we should make it as easy as possible for those among us who want to do good, who want to go to school and want to get a job. This may not be the exact thing to fix everything, but we should be doing everything we can for young people who want to do right.
Tracy's shaking her head.
Yeah, because then if we want to do right by our kids, then stop handing out free money to them. Stop it, because all that is doing is allowing colleges and universities to raise tuition hand over fist, because they know these kids are going to keep getting more money. We're just feeding the drug addict here. This is all we keep doing, and a bailout is not going to solve the problem. Look, anyone on this panel would do anything to help Gary B's daughter if she ever needed money from any of us, but at the same time, we have to get to the root of the problem on this. We can't just hand these kids bailout money, because that'll just push this problem off ad infinitum.
Jonas, there is a cost of government here, isn't there?
Yeah, first of all, let's just define what this bailout is. It's not like giving money to banks. These students are paying 7%, and the government's borrowing money at 0% today, and they're making the spread that no bank in the world could legally make, and that is currently earning $40 billion a year in profits to our government. It's their only profitable department. They're talking about reducing the interest rate the students pay to the rate I paid for my graduate school loans in the 90s when the government used to borrow at higher rates. And that's not really a bailout. It's reducing the revenues that we're going to make off these loans. Now, the other half of the problem isn't solved. They borrow too much, so we've got to limit the amount they can borrow and lower the rate. This only deals with the rate problem, and it's too high. Why should students be paying higher rates than federally backed home buyers? You can buy a second home with a federally backed loan and pay a lower rate than a grad student. That doesn't make any sense.
But to tax the rich to pay for this? I mean, come on, this is like so typical. 30% minimum tax on high earners to pay for this bill.
That's got to be the last word. Again, hashtag